evening, everyone. It is actually halfway through week 5. I am behind. I think Sunday is a good day to film though, because that's when I do a lot of the work. Although I haven't done anything here. This has just been growing. These, I think they're tiger lilies, have started blooming. You saw there's a whole bunch of them in bloom in the front. They're so pretty. This is the front. Let's take a look at the back. Let's look at the coleus first. Really coming along nice, except this little one there that was broken. I think it's gonna make a show of it eventually, but right now it's still struggling. So those are doing really nice. It's really pretty. When we first moved in, you may wonder what's going on here. When we first moved in, these bushes were so overgrown that they just taken over the whole space, but they're basically dead on the inside. So I cut them all back. Didn't realize that they wouldn't really grow out. So we kind of have like bonsais. But I planted these coleus to try and hopefully eventually fill in that space. Here comes Matilda. Hey Matilda. She spent all day with us. Now she's going off on her adventures. Stay out of the street. Yeah. Hey, hi. She's so sweet. Okay. And there's some more tiger lilies blooming here. Oh, I did a ton of work back here this weekend, and really over the past week and a half maybe. So you can see I started using some straw, just as a cheaper mulch. The wood chips were getting so expensive, and I have lots of leaves, but I didn't realize that you could use a weed whacker to shred them. So I will probably do that actually also, because the straw is nice, but Keith isn't too happy about it. He thinks it looks like a barn. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. Anyway, so the leeks are there. I planted the chamomile that starts to have the flowers are coming out on it. You can see there, it's really pretty. I like them a lot. Matilda will not leave me alone. And the dahlias are coming out nicely too. I'm happy about that. And the lavender. And this one, the lobelia, I think has just been really pretty. Hot pink all week. Okay, so I'll show you. So this is the last of what's left of the tree. And then these two piles are gonna go out. That one there, and that they're gonna go out tonight. They're just huge. See, that is the root. Keep that in mind. I think it's called American pokeweed. That's what I think I've figured out it is. So this stuff's coming along. I don't know if this was here last time. I put in these trellises, poles for the tomatoes and the cucumber. This is just the saddest little cucumber plant, but it's actually, now that it's up off the ground, it's coming along. We picked the first cucumber off of it. That just looks like it's dead, but it'll be okay. It was absolutely delicious. So I'm looking forward to having more of those. Cherry tomatoes, they're not really growing, so I don't know what's going on there, but these are doing well, these tomatoes. I trimmed back all of the undergrowth, and I'm trying to get those growths to the suckers, I guess they're called, to root. That's all the bags left over from what I did today. So bush beans. This was cabbages. I pulled them out earlier this week. Actually, I think last weekend. And I just today put these bush beans in, and the peppers also growing very slowly. The sage is growing really nicely. But this is all straw, so this was all just weeds and ivy and wisteria that I've been pulling out. And now hopefully we're gonna have pinto beans, black beans. There's gonna be pole beans along the back, and then summer squash there. So I tried to explain to Keith that I think this will look very pretty once the plants grow in. But the thing I'm most excited about, I'll put a picture in, but the zucchini is blooming. So that's really nice. I think I'm actually gonna have to move this plant because it's getting so big. I had no idea. Guys, so when I got this, it was just a tiny little plant that actually fell off the cart on my way to the car at Home Depot, and I stepped on it and I didn't even think it was gonna make it. So I didn't take it very seriously, and now it's gigantic. I think that's nice. I think these poppies are ready to be taken off and see if they have seeds in them. So I'm gonna do that in a little bit. This dahlia is doing really well too. You're not joking that say when you trim a couple, then a whole bunch more grow, because it only had a couple flowers when I bought it, and now it's just got flowers all over the place. So I see cabbages look better there. The main reason I got the straw is because they have not been doing well in that spot. It's just too warm for them. I don't know if they're going to make it into anything. We'll see. This point is just an experiment, but they're getting really dried out because I didn't have any mulch on them, so I have the straw. So hopefully that'll help. And then the jalapenos, there's some leeks in there too that I just added some cow manure. It's the best compost I can get my hands on, since I don't know, I need to find some kind of local source out here. And then last but not least, I put all of my herbs in this growing container. And so we've got basil, cilantro, parsley, and mint that I think will all do a lot better now that they're in bigger pots. They were all pretty dried out and root bound when I pulled them out, so I think they'll all do a lot better now. Okay, that's it. Week 5, almost week 6 at the Rectory. And there is one of our other cats, Bartleby. That's it. Bye.